not leave. Because maybe the greatest guy who's ever started, who got started just like you're going to, heard a presentation. He's going to teach you today. Sir Cavalier, Franco DeFranco, is going to teach you in training today how to hit that position in 60 to 90 days. All I can say is, are you in the right place at the right time? I would have loved to have been here today when I started, so that I would have had this man teach me how to do that in 60 to 90 days. See, he was benighted by the Italian government. You think he might know one or two things about business. He was knighted by him for entrepreneurship. He's an ACN, ladies and gentlemen. He works directly with the co-founders. He's helping the co-founders steer the ship. He's going to teach you in training today, so you cannot afford to miss this. Fair enough? Now, there's more money on the table. Regional director is a very, very special position. In my opinion, today it's the greatest position. Because that's the position I hold today. Look, there's a lot of money on the table. Yep, there's more money in bonuses. You can double bonus. There's up to $55,000 a month in performance bonuses while you're building the long-term residual income. And is that a lot of money? It's crazy. Well, it's not quite Major League Baseball money yet, but it's getting close, right? And then what I want to do is, once again, invite all the regional directors in the room. Will you please stand with me today? Let's give them I'm going to apologize. I was going to bring a couple people up because I've talked so long, which I have a bad habit of. Well, you know what? Let's hear from them. You know what? Let's hear from a couple people that they don't even know they're coming up. And I don't even know if I can pronounce their names, so I don't know if they're going to come up. All right? Dr. Herms Marshall, I can do this one. Can you come on up? Team coordinator. The regional director, Francis Rudder, can you come on up? You're not the doctor. Hey, Doc, where you at, boss? I mean, if I got sick right now, would you come up? Here she comes. All right? Thank you.
Wow. I didn't know I would be called up this morning. Anyway, I'm so blessed to be here this morning, and I just want to give it up to Mr. Todd Stottlemyre for an amazing presentation. My name is Herma Marshall. I'm an immigrant. I'm originally from Jamaica. I came here 4 years ago. Not by choice, but it just happened. My son in 2001 was diagnosed with a brain cancer, and the diagnosis was death within 2 years. But due to the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ, he's completely healed. His schooling was interrupted. So back home, once you drop out of high school, there's very little chance of you getting to tertiary education. So since we had Canadian residency, we sold our practice and we relocated here, so to give him a chance to finish his schooling and to get ahead in life. A year after coming here, the Lord brought this opportunity our way, right here in this church. This is my church. And I heard it from a good friend, Mr. Mike Sutbeer, and he just asked me if I kept my business options open. And I said, sure. I was actually praying and said, you know, I'm here now. I didn't want to go back into medicine because we retired a year before coming here. And we had additional income coming in beside our practice. So to relocate here we were thankful that we had extra income coming in from our commercial real estate properties and so on. So when he asked if I kept my business options open, I said yes, and I was introduced to this, and the first thing that crossed my mind, is this thing legal? I've never heard of individuals like ourselves getting paid from our own bills. And once I cleared that out of it, it's perfectly legal, folks, it's perfectly legal. I got started because it just made sense to me that if I'm paying all these bills, here's a way I can get back 10%, but not only that, I can get a tax write-off as well. So we got started, and thanks to the leadership that is here in Toronto, and just plugging into the system with no background in telecommunication or energy, no background in networking, we were able to reach the position of team coordinator. Not as fast as Mr. Todd Stottlemyre, but it took us 2 years. And we are very thankful because in this position I realized the business is all about helping people and about creating wealth for other people. And I'm so thankful because I think this is God's gift to humanity, for average people to become wealthy. And I'm really a part of it. And just to say that it is very simple, all we do is follow the leadership. Thank you so much.
What's up, Toronto? How's everybody doing today? I'd like to first give it right back to Mr. Todd Stottlemyre for doing an amazing job. I'm ready to sign up again. It's amazing, you know, if you had told me 5 years ago I'd be able to share the stage with this gentleman, and you never know what happens. I mean, I was 7 years old when the Jays won. And I looked up to you, so to be able to be on the stage is a blessing. Let me share with you what's going on. I'm 28 years old, and prior to being involved with ACN, I went to school to be a lawyer. My parents told me, go to school, get good grades, get a good job. Anybody told the same thing in the room? So I did that route. When I was 18, I moved to Ottawa, I studied at Carleton University, pursued my dream, and at some point I realized the realities of the world, that society placed a lot of emphasis on titles like doctor, lawyer, engineer, doctor, you know, and for me it was just like, I didn't want a title, I wanted freedom. I wanted to be free. I just wanted a life where I owned my time and I could do whatever I wanted to do. I realized most lawyers worked anywhere from 70 to 90 billable hours a week. They were retiring between 50 to 65 years old. So I figured I'm interested in freedom 35 instead of 65. Anybody with me? So, as opposed to that, I actually did the next best thing I could think about. I had retail jobs while I was in school, so I just stuck with that until I could find something I was passionate about. In 2008, a gentleman asked me if I was open to making more money. I said, buddy, if it's legal, I'm in. What do you got? And I saw ACN, and it was a complete no-brainer. It was common sense to save money on my own bills. It was common sense to get paid on other people's bills. And I figured if it's good enough for Trump, it's more than good enough for me. So I got started. I didn't have a tremendous success rate, but here's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Due to the amazing leadership and ACN system that's in place, I was able to come into this program, learn. I moved from Ottawa to Toronto and was mentored by the leadership in this room, and became a team coordinator, started making some incredible money, and at that point I was able to walk away and fire my boss forever, never look back. I'll never work for anybody ever again. As a regional director, all I can tell you is it gives you options. And most people in life, they pay attention to details. They want the options when they buy a car. How many of you would like to purchase a car and get the base model? Nobody put their hand up. Everybody wants the car with all the options. And when we travel, we look for a vacation, not the 2-star, you want the 6-star, correct? Well, why live a life without options? Ask yourself today, why live a life without all the options? See, if you haven't got it, that's what ACN gives you, an opportunity to live a life with all the options. So if you're seeing this for the first time, make a wise choice, follow the system, and have continued success. We'll see you at the top. God bless.
the stage with an aspiring attorney and doctor. They're a lot smarter than me, right? Well, we can come together as people. We can come together as people on this opportunity, and we can bond together, and we can dream and hope and build. And someday all of us, every single person in here, you can own your time, be on this stage, and share with people this opportunity in the future. This is incredible what we have our hands on. Right? Regional Vice President is an incredible position. And this is the position my wife and I today are working day and night for. One foot in front of the other, because this position right here opens up the residual income. You not only get to earn through the initial 7 levels that I talked about, how about down to unlimited levels on every customer in your organization, and on top of that, they put a lot more money on the table for bonuses. The regional vice presidents of this company and of this marketplace especially are some of the most special people I have ever met in my life. So let's give it up to them as they stand and be recognized. Now, the next turn position is senior vice president. They don't put the money down. Now look, when I seen this presentation for the first time, I said, what's that look like? I want to know what it looks like. And 2 days after seeing the presentation, I went to an event, and I got a chance to sit down with the co-founders, and I said, listen guys, I'm very busy, I'm running a hedge fund, I just need to know this. Can I build $1 million business for my $500? But they didn't say it, they introduced me to some people that have validated that they built those businesses in less than 5 years. Now there are some senior vice presidents that have it's taken them longer. The answer is yes, of course. It's going to always depend on you. But I thought to myself, I'm willing to put one foot in front of the other. I'm willing to go to work. One thing I knew I had was work ethic. And I thought to myself, senior vice president, Major League Baseball money, sitting at home on my couch, talking to my buddies on the phone, watching my satellite TV, booing the Toronto Blue Jays when they... I'm only kidding, I don't do that. Hey look, I picked the Blue Jays to win this year. I know the year's not over, don't give up hope so early, but can you imagine making the money that they're making while you watch them on TV? Look, yeah? And in ACN, if you have a bad day, you don't get booed, right? It's awesome. And we have the senior vice presidents of this company, the people who have grown and matured into senior vice presidents, ladies and gentlemen, could run any billion-dollar company on earth. They're the most amazing people. You have the most amazing senior vice presidents right here in Toronto. And I'm lucky that I was invited by one of them here, Senior Vice President, Circle of Champions, Sir Cavalier Franco, right here in your mother. As I said, he's going to train you today if you want to hit the team coordinator position in 60 to 90 days. So I'm going to invite you to stay. Look, at the end of the day, it's all about building this balanced compensation plan where we earn performance bonuses up front as we build and teach and serve other people, and over time build this massive residual income, and to where someday, like the regional vice presidents and senior vice president of this company, where you can truly own your time. Now, training and support obviously is important. We're going to get started with training here. I know we're going to take a little bit of a break, but here's the deal. Are we putting anything in their hands? No? Okay, very good. Look, it was an honor, it was a pleasure to be able to come and share this today. And it's decision time. Do you see value? What's the perspective? Does it fit? Are you looking for plan B? Are you looking for somebody to bring home? Are you looking for a way to pay for health care? Are you looking for a way to pay for education? Are you looking for a way to pay for the vacation on top of what you already have? It's perspective time. And did that perspective, did it touch you? And understand, here's what I would tell you. Whether you're involved with us today, whether you get started with the person who invited you, in 30 days you will pay these bills again. So here's what I will tell you, and I'll remind you. The person who invited you, you're never going to forget this meeting. It's going to be historical for you if it's the first time that you've seen it. And here's why. Because 5 years from now, if you don't get started, you get to watch the person who invited you live the dreams of their life. And you could be that person that was like, dang it, I should have showed up for that Facebook meeting. Right? So it's decision time. And at the end of the day, if it's for you, we're going to help you get started. The person sitting next to you is going to help you get started. They're going to teach you and help you. They're going to help you make money. It's going to be up to them. If it's not for you, it's okay, thank you. We still appreciate you coming because all we do is share the information. It's your decision what you do with the information. But if the business isn't for you, understand the person who invited you. It's for them. It's their business. Can you do them a favor and at least support what they do? And try a service through. Once again, in closing, we're going to have an amazing training. I appreciate your time. It is absolutely 100% your most precious asset. This hour you spent with us, you're never getting back. Ever. It's gone. So I hope we provided value for you. Thank you so much. God bless everybody.